And now here's the starting lineup for the UPEI Panthers. Starting number 2, Kayla Batchelder. Number 7, Ella McDougall. Number 8, Sophie Crabb. Number 9, Olivia Lee. Number 10, Charlotte Thompson. Number 11, Janaea Ross. Number 12, Carly Acorn. Number 13, Sarah Peters. Number 14, Callie Smith. Number 18, Livy Lawler. And in goal number 31, Bria Matthews. The Panthers are coached by head coach Lacey McLaughlin and assistant coach Sydney Stavers.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Your umpires
12.
for this evening,
Yep.
or this afternoon, is Ali Mahmoud and Olivia Zaccanini.
Good afternoon, everyone. At this time, I would like to take a moment for a very special recognition. To do the honors, representing Field Hockey Canada Events and Engagement Officer, Haley Yap, please come forward. Today, we would like to honor a very special individual who has greatly impacted not only the PEI sport community, but the entire field hockey community as a whole. This wonderful, dedicated, and passionate individual has been contributing for decades to help elevate and grow field hockey in Atlantic Canada. As an athlete, she represented PEI with distinction at 2 Canada Games, 1969 and 1973, and was a proud member of the UNB Varsity Red Sticks. As a coach, she led the provincial teams to impressive finishes, including a 4th place finish result at the Senior National Championships in 1983, which earned her the Sport PEI Coach of the Year award. Beyond the pitch, she has served as either the official or unofficial president since the inception of Field Hockey PEI and the PEI School Athletic Association Field Hockey Commissioner since 1999. She has also been the manager of the UPI field hockey team since 2002. For all her hard work and contributions throughout the years, she was recently honored by being inducted into the Builder category of the PEI Sports Hall of Fame in 2025. These accolades are about one piece of her legacy. Barb has been the foundation from which so many players, coaches, and officials have had the opportunity to compete and excel in the sport they love. She's the driving force behind every opportunity and achievement in field hockey and PEI. As we've all been heard and we've all been told, you can never say no to Barb Carmichael. Her commitment to the sport and her community has proven that anything is possible. Thanks to Barb, the first iteration of the new U Sports Invitational Field Hockey Championships took place in October 2024, which saw the inclusion of the Atlantic University Field Hockey League for the first time in decades and even led to a home hosting in year 2. Barb, from your friends and colleagues at UPEI and Field Hockey Canada, we would like to say a huge thank you for everything that you have done and everything that you do for athletes, coaches, and officials in field hockey. A heartfelt thank you.
Now, would everyone please rise, if you're able, and remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem by UPEI track and field alumni, Oyen Eniola.
Oh, Canada, our home and native
righteous love. In all of us common, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. And oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
How you doing, everybody? Glad you can join us here on CBC Sports YouTube channel. The final day of competition of the 2025 U Sports Field Hockey Championship. And first up, we've got the bronze medal game. And it'll feature two Atlantic Canadian teams, as the UPEI Panthers will take on the Dalhousie Tigers.
Time for the bronze medal
These
game
two teams
between the
very
Dalhousie
familiar
Tigers
with
and
each other,
your
playing this past
UPEI
season
Panthers.
in Atlantic University Field Hockey in the league. The Panthers coming out on top. They won the regular season division title, and then they beat this Dalhousie team in the AU conference final. And they'll meet again here. They started the tournament off facing each other, a 1-1 draw. Spectacular game. Meyer van Lundersloot scored on a penalty stroke, and then later on, late in the contest, as a matter of fact, it was Kayla Batchelder getting the equalizer, and that's the way that match ended up. So, bronze medal on the line here this afternoon. And then later on today, the big enchilada at 2:30, the gold medal game between the six-time defending champions, national champions, the University of Victoria Vikes, and they will take on the York University Lions, a rematch of last year's final, which was won by the Vikes by a count of 1-0. So that'll be a very interesting game a little later on at 2:30 p.m. Atlantic time. Both these teams coming off difficult losses yesterday, I guess you could say. You had Dalhousie, they lost to York 5-0, and University of Victoria beat UPEI 4-0. So we're underway here on the campus of UPEI. This is Smith. She'll play it back there for McDougall. And the pass goes astray, and that's been an issue the last couple of games for the Panthers. Some difficult passes coming out of the back. This is Gion on this right side, chips at it, try to make a move. Played ahead there, out of the reach of Ross. White. Free hit here for Dalhousie. Talked to Coach Dempsey, and she feels the familiarity with this UPEI team will help them. Team's no stranger to each other. 2 ties, 2 wins for UPEI, and of course, as I mentioned, the 1-1 draw first game of this tournament. Lawler. She'll backtrack. Smith will play it back now to Charlotte Thompson, who's been very steady as a central defender for this UPEI team in this tournament. Played down the flank. Meyer van Lundersloot will take this free hit. This Dalhousie team, they only have 1 goal in this tournament. It was scored on a penalty stroke by van Lundersloot. Peters relays that ahead now. Libby Lawler. Free hit just outside the 25 now. Lawler's going to take her space here. Panthers into the circle, and they can't get a shot on net. Charlotte Thompson stepped up. And they'll take a free hit right here. This is Molly Doyle, a vocal leader of this Dalhousie team. She'll tap it back here for Leighton. They're trying to place the ball properly for this free hit. Molly Doyle, first team All-Canadian. PEI native, so you know there's a bit of juice for her to play against UPEI. Crab. Peters. McWilliam now for Dalhousie. A pass is picked off. Smith tried to get a pass out wide there. Gion now. And a stick foul against Thompson. Hatch back on it again. Gion on the edge of the circle. She gets knocked down. That's going to be a foul against number 14, Callie Smith. Callie Smith, 5 goals in the regular season in Atlantic University play. Ball into the circle. Dangerous opportunity there for Dalhousie. And a catch him of Dalhousie. She blew a tire there. She had to put her shoe back on. Now she's tying up her laces just before this free hit for Dalhousie. Played square, picked off. Here comes UPEI, Batchilder. Scored the most goals of anyone in the country this year with 20. Batchilder still carrying it. Picks it back up again, puts it into the circle. Here's Lawler, moves in, takes a shot. That's blocked out in front. Smith, she tried to center it. And now Hatch just clears it. Thompson, she'll swing it wide. Played into space. Trying to get to it is number 5, Molly McNeil, and she can't track it down. 9:27 remaining here in this opening quarter. No score in the bronze medal game. Both teams yesterday conceded a lot of penalty corners, and they want to prevent that from happening here today in this bronze medal game. Played into the circle. This is Janaea Ross, and that will get whistled down. Played to nobody in particular. Batchilder with it. Can't make the feed. On that far side now, this is Mason. Katie Grace Noy out there, number 6 as well. And now on the counter, here comes Dalhousie on a bit of a run. They get it wide, good defense. Nice tackle by Charlotte Thompson. Eventually she gets called for a foul though. Hatch for Dalhousie. Chopped that. Barb couldn't maintain possession. And a free hit once again on the edge of the circle, or inside the circle, I believe. Comes here to Meyer van Lundersloot. Chance out in front, and that'll be UPEI ball. Van Lundersloot's story is quite an interesting one. She was born in Nova Scotia. She moved with her family back to the Netherlands. Her parents are of Dutch descent, and then came back to Nova Scotia for university at Dal. So Netherlands, real strong field hockey nation. Very high IQ in the sport. Played down that far side, and Charlotte Thompson has to go back and retrieve it for the Panthers. Abby Henn, fourth-year player out of Toronto, pushes it forward, and that skipped away. It was McDonald, number 3, couldn't hang on to it. It's going to be a long corner now for Dalhousie. Grace Noy up here for McNeil. Dalhousie wins it again. This is Henn. She's had a strong tournament. .524 remaining in the opening quarter. Still awaiting our first goal of the match. A little bit of a feeling out process, I think, for both these teams. This is Campbell now. White stepped up on her defensively. Free hit for Dalhousie. See White's right knee taped up severely, I would say. A little bit of a injury on day 2. Noy for UPEI. Thompson gets out of danger there. Weather conditions are a lot better than what they were yesterday. A lot of high winds. The day before that, we received a ton of rain here on Prince Edward Island. Made things difficult for all 4 of the teams on day 2. Maya Lawler backtracks back inside the circle. They'll play it out wide. This is McPhail. She's got some time and space. Plays it to midfield. A little bit of a collision there between 2 players. That was McLaughlin and Mason that collided. Dalhousie making some changes up front here as they bring on McWilliam and Gion. A turnover. Loken moves in. Loken trying to get a shot off. And a diving save made by Bria Matthews. And we're going to get our first penalty corner of the afternoon. When I was talking to Lacey McLaughlin, I asked her who was going to start as the keeper, and she said it's Bria Matthews, and her confidence is very high right now. She made some spectacular saves yesterday and the day before. Played up top. Meyer van Lundersloot takes a shot, and that got deflected wide. Van Lundersloot didn't get a lot of touches of the ball yesterday. In that 5-0 loss to York. Long corner now for Dalhousie. Hatch working on that left side. Played down the line. This is Layton. Hacks away at it, gave it away. Lawler was right there. Maya Lawler, the sister of Livy. Lawler, she's got Campbell on the flank here. And trying to hold it in is Acorn. She couldn't. Carly Acorn, real strong offensive player, great offensive instincts. Number 12 for UPEI. Both these teams with just one goal so far each in the tournament. They were the two top offensive teams in Atlantic University field hockey this past season. Here's Loken. Good tackle there by Charlotte Thompson. Plays it ahead. Campbell got dispossessed. Good job by Meyer van Lundersloot. Van Lundersloot works it back again. Over on that far side for Hatch. Time winding down here in this opening quarter, still 0-0. Kicked away by Matthews. That was a dangerous play. Campbell, good play by White. Takes it away from number 19, Campbell. Gion in a tussle here with McDougall. And Gion's going to take a foul there. Campbell.
And that's the end of the first quarter.
That's going to do it for the first quarter of play here in this bronze medal game. 0-0, UPEI and Dalhousie. We'll step away. We'll come back with second quarter action in just a second.
Don't forget, folks, at halftime here at the announcer's booth, there are some Field Hockey Canada stick bags for sale for $35. Either cash or e-transfer is accepted, as well as some dollar stickers with the tournament logo or the Field Hockey Canada logo. Some great quality stickers over here for just $1 at halftime.
They watching us. They watching us. They watching us. Everybody in the club. All eyes on us. All eyes on us. All eyes on us. I wanna scream and shout and let it all out. And scream and shout and let it out. We saying oh, we oh, we oh, we oh. We saying oh, we oh, we oh, we oh. I wanna scream and shout and let it all out. And scream and shout and let it out. We saying oh.
All right, Field Hockey fans, welcome back to the second quarter. Starting the 16th minute here between Dalhousie Tigers and the UPI Panthers in the bronze medal match.
Welcome back, everybody. Getting ready for second quarter action. And we're underway here. No score between UPEI and Dalhousie in this bronze medal game, 2025 U Sport Field Hockey Championship. Both teams have had a couple of good looks each. Kind of half chances, if you will. Little confusion here on this free hit. Layton. Hatch now knocked down. Good job there by Peters. Peters on the move, looking for Acorn. They couldn't connect on the pass. Aerial to open space. Hatch runs onto it for Dalhousie. Try to get it down the line as she was looking for Zoe Stevenson. McDougall takes a look. Her only option is to play it back here. Noy over for Leah McPhail. This is Callie Smith being jockeyed by Abby Henn. Acorn plays it. Picked up on that far side, centered. And that'll be a free hit for Dalhousie, excuse me, as that's Molly Doyle. White relays that to Hatch. Peters plays it back now for UPEI. Noy. McPhail. Smith now trying to turn on Abby Henn. Good win on that far side for that ball. This is Acorn. Acorn now trying to move it deep part of the circle and couldn't get it there. Went off the foot there of number 12, Carly Acorn. Tapped down by Peters. And another free hit. Reagan Hatch, number 11 on the move. Doyle looking for an option. Livy Lawler. She'll bring that ball and control it. Picked off. Played into the circle. It was Gabby Smith. And she couldn't make the pass. Both teams have had a couple of real nice runs. Just haven't been able to finish inside the circle. Here's Janaea Ross. Campbell moves up on the free hit, trying to get into the circle, take a whack at it. And it's going to be a short corner here for the UPEI Panthers. Both these teams know a thing about defending short corners. They got a lot of practice in their games yesterday. McDougal will do the honors here. She'll play it up top. Picked up. Oh, Smith. She stumbled a little bit and couldn't get a shot off. Turf monster got her, I think. Hatch wins it. Gabby Smith trying to fight for it. Lee plays it back, and she'll get the return pass on that far side. And it skipped away from her and goes out of bounds. Comes to Janaea Ross. And she couldn't hang on. Leighton stepped up defensively. Janaea Ross. She's small, but she's mighty. Here's Ross trying to cut inside. Molly Doyle there defensively. And that'll be a free hit for UPEI. Free hit just outside the 25. Into the circle, centered. Oh, Janaea Ross just missed there. She spun around and the ball got away from her just a little bit. Leighton. As Dalhousie will work it out from the back. Beatrix White. Hatch. That looked like it went out. Yes, it did. Peters. Sarah Peters swings it across. And we got a penalty corner here. So second penalty corner of the afternoon for UPEI. They just had one, the last little sequence, and Lee Smith, she kind of stumbled. She was attempting to take a shot, I think. They'll try it again. Played up top. This is Smith. Slides it over for Livy Lawler with a shot. That got deflected. And the ball goes out. Good look there for the Panthers. It'll be a long corner now. Callie Smith trying to hang on to it. Smith. It'll be a free hit now for the Panthers. And Smith, I think she was attempting to get that to Janaea Ross, and the accuracy on that pass wasn't there. Gion. Hatch. Gion's calling for it, and she gets it back again. And there is Charlotte Thompson once again. So reliable defensively for this Panthers team. Thompson wants to carry. Batchelder. She's been quiet last couple of games. That could change, though, in any moment. Hatch picks it up and just ran out of track. McPhail. Charlotte Thompson, she's like a brick wall out there defensively. Not many players are going to get around Charlotte Thompson, and He has such a good read on the game as well. Skipped away from Thompson. She's got to backtrack. The aerial knocked down by McPhail. Lawler gets in there. Wins the ball. Now, Janaea Ross, this is looking promising now for the Panthers. Played into space. Mason can't get to it and kicked away by Vaser. Christina Stevens-Vaser, she's played every game so far in the tournament for Dalhousie. Ross almost came up with it. Smith trying to turn here on Hatch. Played into space and picked up by Olivia Lee, but she gets called for a foul. Free hit here now for Dalhousie. Molly Doyle is going to come out for a bit. As she gets replaced by Gabby Smith. Sophie Crabb. And boxed in here a little bit. Olivia Lee, her pass, no good, gave it away. Meyer van Lundersloot. Van Lundersloot making some progress down that left flank. All comes up on Callie Smith. 4 minutes remaining in this opening half. Still 0-0. Here's Batchilder. Meyer van Lundersloot to Hen. Gabby Smith couldn't control it. Got away there from McNeil for UPEI, number 5. Here's Loken working down that far sideline. Hatch is going to take a break now. Regan Hatch, and coming into the match here, number 19, Amelia Bruce for Dalhousie. Bayo.
Green card administered to the University of Prince Edward Island in
White.
the 27th minute. Number 5, Molly McNeil.
So penalty to Molly McNeil. Panthers shorthanded here. Doesn't seem to matter because they are on the run on the attack here. This is Campbell. Campbell trying to play it down the end line and just ran out of space. That voice you hear is Charlotte Thompson directing traffic for UPEI in terms of their press. Free hit for the Panthers. Panthers couldn't get that ball in the circle. Meyer van Lundersloot. Knocked down by Noy. Free hit. Batchelder with it now. Takes it to the end line. And it's going to be another penalty corner here for the Panthers. They've had 3 so far in this first half. A couple of them have looked promising. Let's see what they can do here. Once again, it's McDougall, puts it into play. Swinging away there. That's Mia Lawler. Still up for grabs. And no, they're going to wave that goal off. As there was a foul. Let's see. Well, it's going to be another penalty corner here for the Panthers. Ella McDougall plays it back up top here.
Last minute to play in the second quarter.
Over here for Maya Lawler. Play broken up and cleared. Out beyond the 25. This is McPhail. And that ball goes out. Under a minute now here in this opening half. Still 0-0. Lawler. Batchelder tries to turn. Batchelder fights for it. And no, they're going to wave off that goal as well. And it's going to be a penalty corner. .2:30 Atlantic time. We'll have the gold medal game. University of Victoria. They'll play York University, a rematch of last year's final. Played up top. This is Livy Lawler with a shot. Panthers coming close here on these penalty corners. And this is Stevenson. Fire lonesome, just surrounded by Panthers. Van Lundersloot, aerial into space, and that's going to do it. So at the end of the first half, it remains 0-0. UPEI Panthers and the Dalhousie Tigers. So we'll come back in about 10 minutes' time. We'll get you the second half of action. You're watching the 2025 U Sports Field Hockey Championships.
Just a reminder, fans, here at the announcers booth, we have a couple Field Hockey Canada stick bags for sale, $35, e-transfer or cash, as well as some dollar stickers with the Field Hockey Canada logo and the event logo from the tournament, waterproof stickers. Come on out and get them. Once again, e-transfer or cash. Breathe easily now. UPEI is proud to be a tobacco-free campus. A friendly reminder that tobacco products are not to be used on university property. UPEI Athletics and Recreation would like to thank the following major partners for their support of the 2025 Field Hockey Canada U Sports Invitational Championship, including the province of Prince Edward Island, the city of Charlottetown, Charlottetown Surf, and the Bank of Nova Scotia. EPI Athletics and Recreation would also like to thank the following partners for their support of the 2025 Field Hockey Canada Esports Invitational Championship, including Island Coastal, Field Hockey PEI, UPEI Development and Alumni, PB Properties, Stick Together Community Grant, EPI Office of the Vice President Administration and Finance, and the EPI Office of the President. Hey, Field Hockey fans, for all your championship scores, stories, and links, check out fieldhockey.ca. That's fieldhockey.ca to get live updates during the game. We're also excited to welcome the Fox and Crow back on site as our game day beverage provider. Must be 19 plus to purchase. Also serving hot chocolate and coffee over by the clubhouse. And the paddy wagon is also open there by the clubhouse in the food truck. Some delicious fries with the works. One of the best burgers I've ever had. Go on down and get yours now. Hot and fresh. Hey fans, no winner yesterday. Panthers Gold Rush Draw Pot is still growing. Pot is now currently over $8,845. You can get your tickets online now at GoPanthersGo.com. Gold Rush allows you to decide which program your money goes to. You can select a specific varsity team or club, such as field hockey, and direct the proceeds to that club. Like I said, go to GoPanthersGo.com and click on Gold Rush or play through the new app, UPEI Panther Recreation, found on Apple and Android devices. Good luck, everyone. And finally, UPI Athletics and Recreation would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of the 2025 Field Hockey Canada U Sports Invitational Championship, including Cox & Palmer, Source for Sports, Enhanced Living, Hi There Designs, PMC Energy, Prime Drink, Kenmac Energy, Green Isle Farms, Cavendish Farms, and Stingray Media.
Trips to Puerto Rico, say the word and we go. You can be my flica, girl, I'll be a flico, mamacita. I would never make a promise that I can't keep. I promise that your smile ain't gonna never leave. Shopping sprees in Paris, everything 24 carats. Take a look in that mirror, now tell me who's the fairest. Is it you? Is it me? Say it's us, and I'll agree, baby. Jump in the Cadillac, girl, let's put some miles on it. Anything you want, just to put a smile on it. You deserve it, baby, you deserve it all. And I'm gonna give it to you. Gold jewelry, shining so bright. Strawberry champagne on us. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Sex by the fire at night. Silk sheets and diamonds, all white. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. You say you want a good time, but here I am, baby. Here I am, baby. Talk to me, tell me, tell me. You're my
Take a look inside your heart. Is there any room for me? I won't have to hold my breath.
I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through a drought. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around, since city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone.
Welcome back, everybody. Ozzy Osbourne blaring in the background as we get ready for second half action. Dalhousie
All right, field hockey fans,
And
here we go.
UPEI.
To start the third quarter, the score 0-0. The teams
Bronze
Dalhousie
medal
Tigers
on the line
and your
here.
UPEI Panthers.
Panthers, I guess the latter stages of the second quarter, had some good possessions, some good opportunities off those penalty corners. And here we go. 2 more quarters left in the season for both these teams. They know each other very well from Atlantic University play. Played twice in the regular season, 2 ties, 2 wins for UPEI. And then you've got that 1-1 tie to begin this tournament. This Panther team, matter of fact, their loss yesterday to U of Vic, that was their first loss of the entire season. They were 11-0-1 during the regular season, made their way to the final, and beat this Dalhousie team by a count of 3-0. Kayla Batchelder had 2 goals in that Atlantic University final. Gion gets the ball taken away from her by McDougall. Noy to McDougall, and they can't connect on the pass. Free hit now for White for Dalhousie. And her attempt to get it down that right flank, no good. Played to midfield. Kitchum is there. Working industriously is number 18, McWilliam, for Dalhousie. William wins it back again. This is Abby Henn. Tight ropes down this near sideline. And that hit the foot of Crabb. Here's Abby Henn. And she tried to play it across, and it's going to be a penalty corner here for Dalhousie. Good crowd on hand for this Atlantic Canadian matchup. Fans from representing both schools. Molly Doyle, the PEI native, will put this in play now for Dalhousie. Plays it up top. Van Lundersloot off the post. Meyer Van Lundersloot. Great opportunity off the post again. Two great looks there for Dalhousie. And the Panthers, they dodge a bullet a couple of times. Wow. Can't come much closer than those two posts for Dalhousie to opening up their account in this game. This is Hatch on the free hit. Hatch, whoa. That was a dangerous hit, and not too sure who that is. Is that McDougal? I think it's McDougal down there, and she took that ball maybe in the midsection. It's funny, we had a chance, my cameraman, Stevie Stapleton, and I had a chance to talk to head coach Danielle Dempsey, and we asked, this is your first time watching field hockey, why do they not play with some kind of headgear, mask? And she just said that that's the rule. What's confusing is that on the short corners, the penalty corners, you have to wear a mask, and that's mandated now in the sport. So, and let me tell you something. I found out last week, I asked one of the UPI players hey, could you throw that ball up to me from where I'm broadcasting right now, and threw it up, and that ball is hard. And it's going to sting if it hits you. As they continue to take a look at the injury suffered there by McDougal, Ella McDougal. And she'll go off, get some more attention. Yeah, this is not a sport for the weak of heart, that's for sure. So Callie Smith will come in. And I beg my pardon, that was Katie Grace Noy. That is going off to receive medical attention. Panthers trying to clear it up the pitch here. Played ahead. This is Mason. Mason gets shut down. Livy Lawler moves up now, and she wants to carry. Lawler lugs it to midfield. Free hit opportunity here for the Panthers. Lawler plays it inside the 25. That was read perfectly by Molly Doyle. Callie Smith. Panther team, they have two real good center mids, and Callie Smith and Livy Lawler. A little bit of collision here on this near sideline. Abby Henn and Sophie Crabb. Charlotte Thompson with a nice aerial. Brought down. Oh, that ball came up there on Livy Lawler. It's going to be a foul, though, against UPEI. Layton. Flicked it out the stick there of Ketchum. Goes out. Crabb, she wants somebody to show for her. Meyer Van Lundersloot. Over here for Ketchum. And once again, we've seen that a lot. Good read by Charlotte Thompson. Thompson gets around Meyer Van Lundersloot. Played into the circle. It deflects. Rachel Campbell. Can she get to it? No, she can't. .9:56 remaining here in third quarter action. 0-0. This Dalhousie team, they just, in that last little sequence, hit a couple of posts off a short corner. Bayo. McWilliam gets the ball taken away from her. as that was Livy Lawler. Lawler on the edge of the circle, plays it inside. Ross was there. She got kind of tangled up and couldn't make a play. So it's going to be a long corner now for the Panthers. Charlotte Thompson, she moves up from her center mid position, center backline position rather. Here come the Panthers on the attack again. Inside the circle, a shot. That's kicked away by Vaser. Played down the line, and that'll run out. McDonald is checked into the game here now, number 3 for Dalhousie. Smith, trying to connect there on a pass. She was looking for Mason. Mason cut inside the circle. Panthers have dictated the play here the last, I would say, 4 or 5 minutes after 2 goalpost situations for Dalhousie. And that slipped away from Charlotte Thompson. Bearing down on her is Gion. Good job by Thompson to recover. Played to midfield. Livy Lawler. Good job by Meyer Van Lundersloot to come back and take that ball away from Lawler. Two outstanding players, Meyer Van Lundersloot for Dalhousie and Livy Lawler. White. Loken. Can't hang on. That'll be Panther ball. Thompson. Comes to Janaea Ross, and beautiful play by the rookie, Sarah Vio. Atlantic University Rookie of the Year. She was nominated for Rookie of the Year in U Sports. And just an outstanding left back for this Dalhousie team. Played into space. Crab has to come back. McNeil gets it taken away, and it'll be a free hit here. That's Bruce. Vio back to Bruce again. Batchilder. Escapes from 2 Dalhousie players. She's got it again. And that hit her in the hand, or no, she was fouled, excuse me. This is Livy Lawler with some pace. Acorn had it on her stick, and it just rolled away from her. Leighton. Meyer Van Lundersloot plays it forward. Got away from Bruce. Panthers looking to come back on the counter. Vio surrounded by green sweaters there. Meyer Van Lundersloot over for White. And bearing down on her is Janaea Ross. Janaea Ross with some pace. And Janaea Ross gets fouled. And that is going to be a penalty corner for the Panthers. Their first penalty corner of this second half. To my right, I'm laughing because to my right there's a dog here underneath my broadcast location. That I think the owner just put some sunglasses on the dog. That's why I'm laughing. Off this penalty corner, there's a shot that got up high. That was dangerous. Picked off at midfield by Callie Smith. Batchelder turns. Plays it into the circle. That's Acorn. And now McNeil, the Batchelder. She had her back to goal. She was trying to turn and got the ball knocked away from her. Played on the edge of the circle. There to Acorn. Lawler is in there deep. And another penalty corner here for UPEI. .326 left in third quarter action. Once again, a reminder at 2:30 Atlantic time, we'll have the gold medal game. Six-time defending champions, University of Victoria Vikes. They will take on York University. Vikes came out on top last year, 1-0 against York University. There's a swing and a miss by Livy Lawler. McNeil plays it back. Pass is no good there from Vio. Two outstanding coaches in this game. You've got Lacey McLaughlin. She, this past season, was AUF and U Sports Coach of the Year, former UPEI Panther. She won 3 provincial titles here in PEI at Charlottetown Rural. So she has a bit of a PhD in winning, and they won the AUF title this past season. And then you got Danielle Dempsey. She won an Atlantic title with Dalhousie. Won 4 as a player, as a matter of fact, with the Dalhousie Tigers. There's a shot that goes wide. And in the case of Lacey McLaughlin, she's a chartered accountant. That's her full-time gig. And Daniela Dempsey, she is a marine researcher. So 2 diverse careers for both the head coaches. But one thing that we know, they're very passionate about field hockey. This is Molly Doyle. Pass no good, intended for Meyer Van Lundersloot. Livy Lawler now wants to rev it up. Here's Lawler. Plays it into the corner for Carly Acorn. Vio trying to defend her. Lawler, nice move to get away from Hatch. Here's Lawler. Wants to get that ball into the circle. There's Smith, and a shot that just goes wide, as that was Batchelder. Panthers coming real close right there. They've kind of hemmed this Dalhousie team in their end for the last 5 minutes. This is McPhail to Lawler. She'll head north. Puts it into space there for Smith. And another penalty corner here for the Panthers. Somebody's got to capitalize on one of these penalty corners. Dalhousie hit a couple of posts off of penalty corners. Let's see what the Panthers can do here as they have a little bit of a huddle to decide on strategy. .34 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Played up top. Here's Lawler. Slides it over. A shot deflected. There's Batchilder in there. She takes a shot. And Vaser makes a save. And I think we're going to get another penalty corner. The referees are going to talk things over here. So it's going to be a penalty stroke here for the Panthers. And Molly Doyle having a conversation with the official. She's in disagreement. So it's going to be Batchilder versus Christina Stevens-Vaser on this penalty stroke attempt. And late here in this third quarter, this is going to be a massive goal. If it's scored. And that's stopped by Vaser. And she gets a pat on the back from her teammates. That's a big save. We still have another quarter left, but the way this game is going, I think one is going to be enough for somebody. Panthers have really worked hard offensively here. And that was just a massive save by Vaser off the top scorer in U Sports field hockey.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
And that's going to do it for 3 quarters of play. It's still 0-0. We'll come back with fourth quarter action in just a bit as we continue on with more of the 2025 U Sport Field Hockey Championships.
Field hockey fans, it's time for the fourth and final quarter of this bronze medal matchup between the Dalhousie Tigers and your UPEI Panthers. Let me hear your Panther pride. Let me hear your Tiger pride. Here we go.
So here we go. Final quarter of the season for both the Panthers and the Dalhousie Tigers. And a bronze medal on the line here for both these teams in U Sport field hockey. Panthers had a penalty stroke opportunity. Big save by Vaser off of Batchilder. And you had Dalhousie. They've rung the ball off a couple of posts in that third quarter. There's a chance out in front now for Dalhousie. Charlotte Thompson thought there was going to be a foul against her. Thompson over here for Ella McDougall. And now that ball comes right here to Kayla Batchelder. Campbell, she tried to get inside, and that was defended by White. Veo will play it back for Layton. Layton swings. This is Sarah Peters on that far side. Played to midfield, picked off by Katie Grace Noy. Noy now dribbles with it. McDougall. Got away there from Mason. And that'll just roll over the end line. Meyer Van Lundersloot. Over here for Bruce. Down into space now. This is McWilliam trying to get to it. Charlotte Thompson gets there in time defensively. Bruce surveys the situation. Meyer Van Lundersloot was covered by Batchelder. Here's Hatch. Try to get it into the circle and couldn't. Floated ahead here for Mason. She can't maintain possession. Veu will take the free hit, moves in. And now it's a free hit opportunity here for UPEI to get it up the pitch. McPhail. Got time and space on that far side. Played to midfield. Meyer Van Lundersloot had it momentarily. Lawler. On to Katie Grace Noy. McDougall, nice move to get around Bruce. Plays it down the line. And trying to cross it, there was Mila Mason. Didn't get a lot on it. An aerial from Layton. Olivia Lee could knock it down, number 9 for the Panthers. Lawler. Vale. She tried to get it down into the corner there for McWilliam. Amelia Bruce trying to play it into the circle. And it's going to be a free hit here for Dalhousie in a very tricky area. It'll be just outside the circle. Molly Doyle tried to center it. Here's Doyle again. Vale puts it into the circle, and it's going to be a penalty corner here for Dalhousie. That was probably Dalhousie, without a doubt, one of their better offensive forays in this fourth quarter. This is Molly McDoyle. She'll put it in play here now for the Tigers as UPEI gets situated. Up top, Meyer Van Lundersloot with a shot. That gets deflected. And it's going to be a penalty stroke. So Meyer Van Lundersloot will go up against Bria Matthews. And Van Lundersloot put it off the post. That is 3 posts here for Dalhousie. And wow, close call there.
What a game we've got going on here, folks. Let's hear it for the Dalhousie Tigers and your UPEI Panthers. Make some noise.
Vaser, she made a save on a penalty stroke against Kayla Batchilder. So both teams have come very close to opening up their accounts in this game. Nine minutes remaining now in regulation. Smith over here for Crab. Crab can hang on. Good play on that far side by Peters. Panthers make some changes here. Campbell and Peters come off. And coming on is Janaea Ross. Trying to see who the other Panther player just stepped on the pitch is. This is Lawler. Her sister Mia Lawler is the player that came on. Played over here for Callie Smith. Tracks it down. Being watched there by Abby Henn. And the ball rolled off the stick of Smith and out. Well, they're going to say that it went off a Dalhousie player last, so it's going to be a long corner. Lawler. Played on the edge of the circle. Hatch. She got a little too aggressive with the stick there. Lawler will take this free hit. And so another penalty corner here in favor of the Panthers. As you would imagine here in Charlottetown, it's a pro UPEI crowd on hand. Seen a lot of green in the stands here. Played to Smith. Smith bobbled it, couldn't play it cleanly. Callie Smith now working with it still, centers it. There's a chance, and Batchilder scores to give UPEI a 1-0 lead. Kayla Batchilder, an offensive wizard for this Panther team. And she gets the first goal with 6:43 remaining here in regulation. So it's going to have to be all hands on deck now for Dalhousie. Big goal by Batchilder. She scored in the opening game against this Dalhousie team. She scored late in that game.
UPEI first goal of the game in the 54th minute. Scored by number 2, Kayla Batchilder.
And she comes up with a goal fairly late in this contest. Lawler.
Also in the 53rd minute, Dalhousie, green card.
This UPEI team, they played at the U Sport Nationals last year at York University in Toronto, did not score a goal. And they've got 2 goals in this tournament. And they're 548 away from winning a U Sport bronze medal. This is Callie Smith being watched by Stevens. Batchilder turns around and scores again! Kayla Batchilder. She is on fire, and I think that might seal the deal for the bronze medal for UPEI. Two big goals by number 2, Kayla Batchilder. First team All-Canadian. And she's got the ball again.
1 minute later from the University of Prince Edward Island, back at the goal is number 2, Kayla.
There's
Batchilder.
Ross now, a shot by Mila Lawler, and that was kicked aside by Vaser. Katie Grace Noy, as she tried to get it towards the net, looking for somebody to tip it. So what a turn of events right there. You had Dalhousie. They rang one off the post on a penalty shot attempt. Penalty stroke attempt, I should say. And then UPEI comes back. They had a penalty stroke attempt, and it was stopped by Vaser. Both teams have had all kinds of great chances here, but the Panthers, they've got this 2-0 lead. And it's going to be a penalty corner here. Or excuse me, no, it's going to be a free hit here for Dalhousie. This is Doyle. Plays it into the circle. Acorn pushes it forward with speed. This is Katie Grace Noy. Looking for somebody to feed it to. Played ahead. Leighton has to backtrack to get to that ball. Being watched by Janaea Ross. Leighton plays it down the line. Abby Henn is there. Gets the ball taken away from her. Played across now. This is Livy Lawler. Smith couldn't get a handle on the ball. And now Mila Bruce coming down this far side. Time of the essence here for Dalhousie. Down 2-0. 2:54 remaining. Charlotte Thompson. McPhail. Over here for Noy. Loken trying to defend her. Noy tight ropes that sideline. Noy still has it, trying to waste some valuable seconds here. 2:28 now left. And the experience this UPEI team they had last year at the U Sport Nationals, as I mentioned, they never scored a goal in any of their games, but you know they came away from that experience with a lot of confidence going into this tournament. That's kicked out. There's Batchilder. She's looking for the hat trick. Batchilder into the circle. This is Smith. Smith trying to get a shot off. Smith's got it again. It pinballs around, and it'll be a free hit here for Dalhousie. 1:48 now left. Lawler plays it into space for Smith. UPI, they just want to play keep away right now. That's centered. Comes out. Vaser takes a kick at it. Trying to turn here with a shot. That was Smith. And it's going to be a penalty corner with 1:22 now remaining. And Dalhousie right now, they'll need a small miracle with 1:22 remaining. Charlotte Thompson will take the short corner here now for the Panthers. Just a reminder, stay with us. 2:30 Atlantic time. We'll have the gold medal match. Up to Smith. Plays it over. Lawler with a shot. And that ball rolls out. That was a dangerous look right there that the Panthers had. Looking for goal number 3. And under a minute now in this match. Plate to center. Everybody up. You see across the field, everybody standing at that UPEI bench. Panthers team this season have just lost the one game. They lost to University of Victoria. They had a 0-0 draw against York. They came back late. They tied Dalhousie in round-robin play. It's been a very successful season for this Panther team, and they're going to come away with a U Sport bronze medal here in about 17 seconds' time. This is McPhail. She lost her footing. Recovers nicely. And time winding down to 5 seconds. Theo, she's had a good season.
And that's the game. The final score, UPI Panthers.
The UPI Panthers have had a good season. And they've got themselves a U Sport bronze medal thanks to 2 goals by Kayla Batchelder and great goaltending from Bria Matthews. And hats off to this Dalhousie team. They had a great season as well. Some great players. Big shout out to Coach Danielle Dempsey for all her help educating this field hockey novice. Great season for both teams. So once again, the final score here in this bronze medal game, it is the UPEI Panthers victorious, a 2-0 shutout over Dalhousie to take the bronze medal in U Sports field hockey. We're going to come back at 2:30 Atlantic time. The big enchilada, folks, the big one. Gold medal on the line as the Victoria Vikes look for their 7th consecutive U Sport title. They will take on the York University Lions in a rematch of last year's final. So that's at 2:30 Atlantic. Come back and tune into that game. We'll take a break. We'll see you back here later on at 2:30 Atlantic.
Stay tuned for the player of the game presentation. The bronze medal presentation will follow the gold medal match at 2:30 between the Victoria Vikes and the York Lions. Let's give it up for the Dalhousie Tigers and the UPEI Panthers. The players could please come forward for the player of the game presentation. Field hockey fans, it is now time for the Bank of Nova Scotia Player of the Game Awards. Joining us to present the Player of the Game Awards is our very own Barb Carmichael. The Bank of Nova Scotia Player of the Game from the Dalhousie Tigers is number 5, Santa Meyer van Lundersloot. And the Bank of Nova Scotia Player of the Game from the UPEI Panthers with 2 goals is number 2, Kayla Batchelder. Once again, the bronze medals will be awarded after the gold medal game at 2:30 between the Victoria Vikes and the York Lions. Thank you for attending this afternoon's game. And thank you for attending the tournament. When leaving the facility, please use the gate fence exit located just past the entrance to the clubhouse. We'll see you all back here at 2:30 for the gold medal match.